What if I told you there's a tribe where women wield power that even the most hardcore feminists never dreamed of? Where girls choose their own husbands while men have to hunt wild baboons bare-handed just to earn the right to love? Deep in the heart of the African savanna lies one of humanity's most amazing secrets. The Hadza tribe lives by rules that will completely flip everything you thought you knew about love and marriage. Here, a woman can leave her husband in the middle of the night without explanation. Here, girls meet boys in secluded spots, and it's totally normal. And the most incredible part? There's a mystical dance that happens in pitch-black darkness, where men in black cloaks and ostrich feathers compete for a woman's heart without even seeing each other's faces. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. What happens during the secret women's ritual called Maitoko has amazed even seasoned anthropologists. The way Hadza women can read a man's character from a single movement will make you rethink everything you knew about intuition. And did you know that divorce happens more often in this tribe than in Hollywood, but nobody suffers for it? That middle-aged men here often leave their wives for younger women, and society actually approves? Get ready to discover the truth about how love really works when it's not chained down by civilized prejudices. Fair warning, some of these facts might seem strange and unexpected, but that's exactly why they're worth knowing. Women hold the power of choice. Unlike many tribes where marriages are arranged by elders or parents, among the Hadza, a woman decides for herself who she'll share a hearth with. This isn't some loud declaration about rights. It's a quiet, ancient power rooted in the very nature of their society. There's no forced marriage here, no family pressure, just the free will of two people who want to be together. Young girls who've reached 17 or 18 watch the boys in camp closely. They're not checking out good looks or height. Physical features barely matter when choosing a partner. Instead, Hadza women look for something more important in a man: smarts, strength of character, work ethic, and skill. A young man's real worth is measured by his ability to bring home food. In a world where every day could bring hunger, a skilled hunter becomes a desirable partner. Hadza women watch how he draws his bowstring, how he tracks prey through thorny brush, how he shares meat with his people. Generosity beats strength every time. A man who offers a woman food and shelter is making a serious statement about his intentions. But hunting skills are just part of the test. Women pay close attention to how a potential partner acts in daily life. Is he patient with kids? Does he help the elderly? Can he keep his cool during arguments? In a small nomadic camp where 30 people live side by side, character matters more than any outward advantages. The Apeme dance: men's secrets and women's eyes. Once a month, during the new moon, when the sky turns black as coal, the Hadza camp gets wrapped up in the atmosphere of an ancient ritual, the Apeme. This is a dance full of secret meanings, available only to initiated men. Women can't see all the details of this sacred performance, but their role is just as important. When the men disappear behind trees or huts to get ready for the dance, the women sit apart and start singing. Their voices flow through the night silence, setting the rhythm for the dancer. The first warrior steps forward. He's wearing a crown of black ostrich feathers, bells jingling on his ankle, a rattle in his hand, and a long dark cape covering his back. He dances in complete darkness, stamping his foot to the beat and responding to the women's songs. Even though the women can't see the dancer completely, they feel his energy, hear the power in his voice, catch the rhythm of his movements. Each man dedicates his dance to someone special: a woman who's touched his heart, a child, or a friend. In these moments, an invisible connection forms between the performer and the female audience, and a wise woman can figure out who these movements are meant for. Women's sacred ritual, Maitoko. Hadza women have their own ritual, Maitoko, an initiation ceremony that happens much less often than the men's apeme. This ceremony is run by women's traditions and serves not just as a girl's initiation, but as a way to strengthen female solidarity. During Maitoko, women act out ancient myths that tell the story of how the men's apeme dance began. Here, among their own, young girls get guidance on how to choose a worthy partner and build relationships. Older women share their wisdom, pass down knowledge about men's nature, teach them to read hidden signs and understand the true qualities of suitors. Freedom without strings attached. When hearts find each other, the union is formalized simply. The couple starts sleeping by the same fire, and everyone considers them husband and wife. No ceremonies, no vows, just the mutual desire to be together. This approach surprises people from other cultures, but for the Hadza, it's as natural as breathing. Monogamy among the Hadza is more the rule than the exception, though there's no social pressure to stick to it. Occasionally, a man might have 2 wives at once, but polygamy shows up in only 4% of the population. What's much more common is serial monogamy. People live in couples, but divorce happens a lot, especially in the first 4 years of marriage. Divorce in Hadza society doesn't carry social shame. If the relationship isn't working, either spouse can walk away without explanations or blame. A woman simply gathers her few belongings and moves to another part of camp or joins a new nomadic group. Reasons for splitting up include cheating, rough treatment, or losing a child, but sometimes people just part ways because they don't want to be together anymore. What's amazing is that domestic abuse isn't tolerated among the Hadza, unlike some neighboring tribes. Women who married men from other peoples often return precisely because of disrespectful treatment that their own society won't stand for. Age gap relationships get the green light. An interesting thing happens among experienced middle-aged hunters. They often leave their wives and marry young girls. These unions practically double their reproductive success. Young women choose mature men not out of self-interest, but recognizing their skill and ability to provide for a family. In a world where every day brings new challenges, a hunter's experience and skills become the best dowry. In Hadza camps, where people live an average of 33 years, but often reach 60 or even 80, every day counts. Women here don't waste time on long deliberation. They know the value of mutual feelings and aren't afraid of change. Their choices are based on a deep understanding of human nature, developed through thousands of years of living in harmony with harsh but generous land. When the sun sets on the horizon, painting the sky crimson while the first stars break through the twilight, fires are lit again in Hadza camps. Families gather around the flames, those just formed and those who've walked a long road together. Here, love doesn't know loud words, but speaks the language of shared food, joint work, and quiet understanding under the endless African sky.